Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, the Tesla Model 3 long range might potentially qualify for the massive $7,500 federal tax credit. We'll go through some different posts that we just saw, and this is big because right now the Model 3 Performance is the best deal, currently the best deal in terms of, because it is the only Model 3 that qualifies for this $7,500 federal tax credit. But if the long range does, that might be a different story. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. But basically, we talk about how to get the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Let's take a look at this. Shout out to Sawyer for posting this. This is potentially big news, as it could mean that the new US Model 3 long range will soon qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. What we're taking a look here is this post right here. Shout out to Sawyer for posting this. The US Treasury Department on Friday gave automakers additional flexibility on battery mineral requirements for EV tax credits on some crucial trace minerals from China, such as graphite. Quote, the department said it would give automakers until 2027 to remove some of hard-to-trace minerals like graphite contained in anode materials, and critical mineral contains in electrolyte, salts, binders, and additives. So if you're kind of lost on what's happening here, not every electric vehicle qualifies for the $7,500 federal tax credit. Some of them only qualify for half of it, $3,750, and some qualify for full, and some only qualify if you lease it. And right now, if you take a look at the Model 3, only the Model 3 Performance qualifies for the full $7,500 federal tax credit. Model 3 long range does not qualify, and Model 3 rear-wheel drive also does not qualify. And so really, arguably, the Model 3 Performance is the best deal at the moment, because yes, you see the price right here, $53,990, but factor in that $7,500 federal tax credit. If you qualify, it's minus right off of the purchase price, and that brings it cheaper and less inexpensive than the long range at $47,740. But with this stipulation from the government, maybe they're relaxing it because not a lot of electric vehicles qualify for the full amount. And so this could potentially be big news, as the US Model 3 long range might soon qualify for this massive $7,500 federal tax credit. And so if that happens, then a long range would be what, close to like $40,000 after the tax credit, which you can minus it off of the point of sale discount, or it's minus point of sale at point of sale as a discount. So you can see it would be a much better deal than what it currently is right now, because arguably the Model 3 Performance is the best deal at the moment. But if the long range also gets that massive $7,500, then we could see Model 3's long ranges being in that $40,000 threshold, which that would be the best deal, and very close to like a rear-wheel drive. I would say no one would be buying a rear-wheel drive at that point, because it just wouldn't make any sort of sense. But right now, of course, this is all speculation at this point. This is probably not going to be announced or decided for a while. So if you're looking to purchase a Model 3, certainly the best deal at the moment is going to be a Model 3 Performance, because it is the only one where you can lock it in and get that $7,500 at point of sale, which is less down payment, less financing, less purchase price, but unfortunately not less sales tax or anything like that. But if you're confused on whether or not you qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit, there's plenty of videos on the channel and also online that you can figure out if you qualify. It has nothing to do with your tax liability or refund like it has to have been done in the past. It is purely your income limits, whether you're single and married, and whether you qualify or not, but you can elect to have it at the point of sale. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Does this change your buying decision, your buying process? Are you going to wait until the Model 3 long range potentially gets it or not? I know a lot of you might be interested in the Model 3 Performance, but this could change it a lot if the Model 3 long range also gets that $7,500 federal federal tax credit. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, if you're looking for the lowest monthly payment for your Tesla, that's where channel sponsors like Tenet come into play. Tenet is a approved Tesla financing partner and can get you the lowest monthly payment for your Tesla. They can do this by deferring a portion of the loan, maybe even that $7,500 federal tax credit. And on top of that, they're giving away a free electric charger if you go through Tenet this month. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description if you want to see what their offer is. You can get that no obligation by going to their website down below in the description and get a soft inquiry check to see what the offer would be on a Tesla. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description. And thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of other videos this month. But thanks for jumping in, everyone. Henry, thanks for coming in. Blames, and Ryan, thank you for supporting. Thank you all for dropping by into the comments. And definitely thank you all for hitting the like button. It goes a long way for that. As you can tell, we are still not at home. We're still traveling. But thank you for jumping in while we're talking about this on the road. B-Bros, thanks for coming in. Henry, thanks. Oh, the chat's not working. Oh no. How's everybody doing? Let me do this. Maybe I have to do this. There we go. Blames, another round of layoffs happening today at Tesla. Yeah, I did hear that, but I mean, it's Friday now, so I can't imagine it would happen today, but I did hear it was coming up in the news next few days, so hopefully everybody's okay with that. Ryan, thanks for coming in. They should try and get all the Model 3s to qualify for the tax credit. Yeah, I mean, I bet they are. It's just government regulations and things like that to try and get it figured out in which vehicles qualify due to like battery minerals and production and things like that. In this next topic, Tesla has finally released on order a brand new color for the Tesla Model Y. Let's take a look at it. As you might have all seen the other day, it was in inventory, but this brand new color is the Quicksilver color if you're actually interested. Shout out to Sorry for posting this. Tesla's launched the new Quicksilver Model Y color in the US for $2,000. Quote, previously it was only available in the inventory Model Ys, but now you can place an order with it directly on the configurator page. It is not available for the cheapest, most inexpensive Model Y rear-wheel drive. So we can take a look at this and see for ourselves. $2,000 though is pretty pricey for a color. It seems like it's not showing on my screen at the moment. Maybe it appeared very quickly and then disappeared. Oh, that's because we're in the long range now. So you can see now there are 6 colors for the Tesla Model Y. I mean, Quicksilver in color is pretty nice, but is it worth the same amount as a $2,000 Ultra Red color? I'm not sure if that's actually worth it, but still very interesting to see that this is a brand new color released onto the websites. Of course, this was a color that's available in other countries, and now it is finally here in the US. So let me ask you, do you think it's worth it for this $2,000, or are you waiting for something else, or would you rather I would actually rather get the Ultra Red 100% time over time? But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are. We're going to jump into the next topic. Bay, I ordered Model 3 Performance. Will you fly out to Colorado? No, I mean, the funny thing is Tesla Flex is also getting a Model 3 Performance, the brand new one, and is also based in Colorado as well. I mean, you guys have the best, slickest deals out there, that is for sure. But I'm waiting for someone to take delivery of a Model 3 Performance in Southern California. So if you're interested, if you're watching and taking delivery of a Model 3 Performance, let me know. I'd love to join you during your delivery day. Henry, what are the actual delivery dates looking like for the Model 3 Performance? Great question. We'll talk about that. And actually, our next topic, I had a bunch of things queued up for that. In this next topic, we'll talk about the Model 3 Performance because now customer deliveries have begun. Let's take a look at it, but unfortunately not in the US at the moment. So shout out to Felix for posting this. First customer delivery Model 3 Performance spotted at Giga Berlin. And of course it is the perfect build, or at least the marketing build, which is ultra red with the white interior. Unfortunately, this exact build, if you were to get into the US, does not qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. So arguably it is what, a $85 or $9,500 option between the exterior and the interior combination for this Tesla Model 3. But deliveries are happening right now. It seems like people are getting pushed around all the way to June, but some of them have gotten pushed back up again to May. Shout out to Nick for posting this. Model 3 performance deliveries look right around the corner. The owner reported his estimated delivery date changing from June to mid-May. He's in California. Quote, any changes on your order? So we can see from this screenshot, this is a black with white interior and estimated delivery date May 6th to May 20th. So it does appear, even though no one has gotten a VIN yet in the US, deliveries are still slotted to happen this month, which is going to be May for California and potentially Colorado, because taking a look at Brandon Tesla Flex's order, his still says May 3rd to May 17th, but he has not received a VIN yet. So I would imagine if you're in California specifically, California always gets the most love because we're so close to the factories, in which if there's a cancellation with a order that's across the country in other states, they try and deliver to California buyers quickly or as a last effort to try and get deliveries for the end of the month. So if you're interested in a Tesla Model 3, I would imagine you would get it by the end of this month, maybe even next month, for the Tesla Model 3 Performance. And just a quick shout out to Joey for posting this nice picture. This is with the unplug wheels, the brand new ones. I think this is the best spec because it's also lowered with the red with the white interior and also the nice gunmetal or dark gray unplug performance rims on the Tesla Model 3. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you're thinking. Again, if you're in the Southern California area and looking to get a Model 3 Performance delivered, let me know when yours is coming in. I would love to come to your delivery day and also film a video on it and join you at the delivery date. And I guess like if there's anybody out there who wants to go halvesies on a Model 3 Performance, I might be interested as well. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And as an added benefit, I do respond to all DMs in the Patreon app, and you can schedule a phone call with me where we can go over your exact situation on how to get the best deal at the best financing rate. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Go for Adrian. Thanks for coming. Model 3 Performance was estimated May, now pushed to June. Adrian, what is your state? I want to know where you're at because that would add a lot of context. Thanks for coming. I want the long range. We're ready to buy it with the tax credit. Yeah, if the Model 3 long range gets the tax credit, it will probably be the best deal. That is for sure. I mean, you do get a lot with the Model 3 Performance, but still very interesting to see the differences. Jin, I'm wondering if and when financing will fall below 6.39%. I think it's going to go up, Jin, because as you see on the website right now, it seems like Tesla is glitching for whatever reason because it shows 6.49%, which is higher than the 6.39%. But if you click on it, then it reverts back to 6.39%. So I think they're in preparation right now to raise it because the Fed has signaled they're not going to be lowering the interest rate. So I think that's going to be happening. So if you want, you can't even lock this in. So your best bet is going through a credit union. And of course, you can get the best list of all the credit unions with the best interest rates at the Patreon link down below in the description. Adrian, New York. Okay, so that makes sense because what happens here is that they try and ship these vehicles across the country from Fremont, or I guess it's only Fremont. And when they realize that they can't get it in time by the end of the month, they basically cut bait in trying to deliver vehicles to California or other states closer than to California so that they can get that delivery count by the end of the month. So no issue or no fault of your own, but unfortunately, that's how Tesla works with that. Ionic, do you own the Cybertruck and the Model X, or does someone else own the Model X? No, we own both of them. And I only drive the Cybertruck on weekends just because it's just a little bit of a bigger vehicle. But Model X, we drive during the week for the most part because it's easier. And we've got HOV stickers on that Model X for the HOV lanes, carpool lanes, and things like that. So it's just a little bit easier to navigate instead of a Cybertruck because you got to build in time wherever you go with the Cybertruck, unfortunately, just because it still gets a lot of attention, especially in the California area. And this next topic, so you might have all seen the Tesla Matrix headlights that have released on the Model 3 and the Model Y. Well, there is actually a retrofit that you can do. You can pay Tesla and buy the parts separately to get those brand new, newer Matrix headlights on your older Tesla Model 3 or Model Y. I figured I'd highlight this because I think this is pretty cool. Let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And thank you everybody that's joining in, hitting the like button, the comments and everything. But shout out to Winston for posting this. If you're interested in updating your Model 3 to Model Y reflector lights to the new Matrix lights, Tesla will actually do so. Tesla service will do the configuration change once you install the new headlights. Quote, not a bad deal considering you get it set for around $600. Is it worth it? Probably not. Is it cool? Tesla will do the configuration for $42. That is a heck yes. And I think this could be worth it, especially there's a lot of different things coming with the Matrix headlights with an update coming to the US, fingers crossed in the near future. This is those videos where you see where the light is actually bending, depending, or bend around, or the light can bend around oncoming traffic or provide more visibility for you. And it has a different look as well on the headlights. You can see there's a bulb right here with the Matrix headlights versus the older reflector style headlights. So once Tesla releases the new update in which the light can actually bend with LEDs, I think this will definitely be worth it to try and invest, especially if you're going to be keeping your Tesla Model 3 or Model Y for a good long amount of time. Unless you're going to be upgrading and trading in and getting to the new one, then that certainly could not be worth it. But the part itself, $600 for maybe two of them, and then the labor to connect it in and everything like that. Probably not like install it. You probably have to do install yourself, but more so like the configuration of it for $42. That could definitely make a lot of sense, especially if you're keeping your Tesla and you've got an older Tesla, or if you want just a fresher look on the front of it. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff with it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you're thinking. Thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.